Now, this is where I want you guys to ask follow-up questions. Not just say, oh, you urine a lot. No. Go a bit more deeper. By frequency. So if it's frequent, that means there's a lot of toxin. It's coming out. That's why frequently you are going to urine. So you must make them don't feel alarmed that kidney is having a problem. Kidney or bladder cannot hold urine anymore. It's not that. That means a lot of toxin is coming out. And then next one is chalky. So if the urine is chalky, that means there is high tendency kidney stones or mineral deposit is present in your kidney. That's why it's chalky. Very simple. Mineral deposit, salt or whatever, usually when you mix with water, it's very chalky. So same concept, if a chalky urine comes out, there's high chance mineral deposits is there. Kidney stone usually is a bit more drama. Mineral deposit is what 99.9% is the reason why. Chalky urine. Next is oily. I think that is pretty straightforward. The lipid enzymes, the lipid base. Who is in charge of processing lipids? Correct.
Liver.
Which means when you urine there is lipid base. If it's oily, that means not only kidney is doing its work. Who else is doing its work? Liver. So you're able to explain to them. Oh, don't worry, your liver and your kidney is working together to remove excess lipids, unnecessary lipids in your system. Okay. Next one is thick and brownish. Again, if you try to notice from the lungs to the saliva, when it comes to thickness, if I say thick, it just means more toxin. A bit more concentrated toxin is being removed. It means there is an excess, really a lot of toxin, a lot of work Ganoderma is doing for you, for your system.
Is it determined by the color when you say thick and brownish?
Yes, correct. But there is also another element. The amount of water you drink also determines the color of your urine. So this is where follow-up question and narrowness. A lot of communicating. It's not easy.
And bubbly urines.
That is proteinuria. Next one is bloody. Not bloody, bloody. Kidney stones. So why you have blood essence in your urine, and they say that it might be because of kidney stones, because kidney stones and mineral deposits are quite rough on our kidney lining or in our bladder, mineral deposits. So sometimes it will create friction, it will cause friction. So the moment friction, of course, you go and hurt, you go and dent the lining. So this is how the bleeding process will come.
We take a lot of supplements to establish, and there's a strong smell.
So that is the one, remember the synthetic? The synthetic.
Vitamin B.
So as long as it's non-natural products, okay, so the moment natural product, that means toxin removal. You see how I answer? It's like nobody must corner you. You must have answer for everything. So the moment they say that, oh, I do not take any synthetic, I only take DXN. Oh, that means don't worry, it's toxic removal. And if they say, no, I'm taking 20 tablets in the morning, 20 tablets of hospital in the night, it's because of synthetic. So that's why communication is the key. Okay? Stool.
The urine, so do we have to check it every day or?
No, that is microanalysis. That one is my patient, remember? No, please don't encourage them to microanalyze, because then they will call you at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Dr. Siva knows, I have my best patient. I was telling him I was just newly started holistic, and I have this patient of mine. 3 o'clock in the morning, she will call me and say, Doctor, the stool is this color. I've never had stool in this color. And I wake up in the morning, I want to open my phone and see a beautiful good morning message. I will see a stool picture from her. I will tell you what a fantastic experience I'm having, But right now, I'm doing this for 4 years now, and she is my best patient because her confidence now is oozing. She is so confident. People will look at her, wow, I've never seen you like this, you look so good. Nobody knew she had to go through all that to come to this level. That's why I said, all these people who's going to give you tough time, say thank you. Because it's going to make you a better person, make you able to reach out to them, and you're going to full-time help them. But you don't encourage them. Tomorrow you send me your urine, you don't go and start. You don't go and start the ball rolling, okay? But if at all they realize, like how my patient, she did recognize that the stool is not the same. That's when you need to explain to them. And if at all every day she tells you her urine is this color, you must explain to them what is happening. Sometimes like bubbles or proteinuria, no worries. But some people will think if proteinuria, that means the kidney is not filtrating properly. But you must be able to explain to them, no, don't worry. This is just removing. Give 1 month. After 1 month finish or 2 months finish, just do a renal function test to ease their mind. Sometimes blood test is necessary. It's more for self-assurance. Even though we know what is going on. This don't stop them from going to hospital or doing any treatments. Work together with the hospitals. Okay, now come to colon. This is quite a obvious, a good differentiation. We have diarrhea and we have constipation. So, if the moment the person is having diarrhea as a toxic removal, it means the colon system, our duodenum, is the one clearing. But if it's the constipation, it's the small intestines, it's your ileum that is balancing. So note the difference. It's either your duodenum or your ileum. The large intestines or your small intestines. So diarrhea means who? Small or big?
Big.
If it's constipation, small or big? Small. So you must be able to explain. And here's another tip, because diarrhea is also quite an alarming reaction. People might get panic. The most effective and fastest way to slow down the reaction process is that our DXN Cocoa-Z.
Oh.
Because why?
How?
Cocoa,
Oh.
chocolate.
So clever. Wait, write down.
So you make 2 packets of Cocoa-Z, nice thick Cocoa-Z, get them to drink. ASAP, diarrhea will stop because it's pure cocoa. Cocoa is the key.
Oh.
No worries. It's natural sugar cane. See, never be afraid of sugar. Never ever be afraid of sugar and salt. Because let me ask you,
People do not know the boundaries of exercise. That's the thing.
calm down the stomach, and then the process will go gradually again. I think that is more to suit the person.
To balance it lah, to
Yeah.
balance.
Because sometimes RGGL is pretty fast. I won't say strong, pretty fast. The effectiveness is very good.
Efficient.
How about if you take more enzyme and some more water, because that works very, very well for diarrhea as well.
Not ASAP.
Not
Cocoa-Z
for-
is ASAP.
But, so Cocoa-G is preferred if it's a
Diarrhea.
healing crisis.
Yes.
Yes.
More enzyme is more for constipation. Because enzyme and fiber. How you solve constipation problem is enzyme and fiber. So people who have constipation, micro-AG and more enzyme. And then eventually your bowel movement will move. And what is another element that will help for your constipation? By now you should know. What is one DXM product which is going to help your bowel movement? Because it helps to create the mucosa membrane layer.
Enzyme oil? VCO for?
Coconut oil. Our VCO. Because once VCO recreates the mucosa membrane, the peristalsis movement, the movement of our food, will be easier. So you see how I solve constipation problem?
So you would add everything together?
No.
Or in
You
some-
must always remember coconut oil must be taken by its own.
Oh, okay.
Because coconut oil is oil.
Hmm.
Oil and water density is different.
So
They
by
will
its
not
own-
Mix together.
Night before sleep, just take 1 or 2 tablespoons. Allow the coconut oil to coat in your digestive lining. Then next day morning, bowel release will be easy. Because you have that 8 hours without any food. Until it solves the problem. Then you decide you still want to take or not. No, I mean, that's why. You remember the first slide. We should not get mega dosage. Ganotherapy should be taken as a health and well-being. Okay, now we go to the feces. So let's see, toilet is like